Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to be going over our firearms and different various weapon systems um, inside of VR that are fully physics-based. So over here you see a pistol, we have a little knife, we have some swords in the back, and then we have an example of a heavy weapon. So this right here, this is the pistol. You can see as you grab it, it has a preset pose. Um, you can see it's all nice right here. Moves with my hand. Fully physics-based, of course. And then right here you can see on the top there's a slide. So there's also a pose for this one as well. You can see when I move my hand back, it moves the slide. Now this has nothing to do with an animator component or anything. This is all fully animated on the fly by simply just moving the transform based on the position of my controller. Now, one thing you also notice here is we have magazines. Now we can go ahead, and as soon as we enter that kind of trigger area below the mag, it'll go ahead and insert the magazine as so. Now, right now, as you can see, I haven't cocked the slide back, and it won't let me fire. Now, of course, like a gun would, if I cock the slide back, ignore that little shell, but as I cock the slide back, it is now ready to fire. And I can go ahead and fire the gun like so. And you can see these little bullet casings coming out, and they disappear quickly as per an optimization. However, I can set that to not disappear and whatever, depending on the project. You can see there's also recoil. That recoil is fully physics based, so it's a simple add force. So if I go ahead and do something like this, you can see much less recoil. Oh, my magazine's empty. All I do is press a button on the bottom of the controller. You can see there's actually no shells inside there anymore. And then I can go ahead and insert a new mag and cock the slide back yet again. Now it's ready to fire. But let's go back to recoil. So as you can see, that's how much it kind of goes up and down. If I place my hand here, virtually no recoil. And I can adjust that recoil value to whatever I want. Shooting the gun also affects other various physical objects. So as you can see, if I shoot these bottles and shoot these cubes, they go flying. Right. Oh, I missed that one. But yeah, then you can eject the mag. And let me just go ahead and place that down there for now. Next up we have this this example of a knife. This is a very simple example. I don't have any poses set up for this, but it's just your basic knife. You could stab things with it, or you could slash things with it. Just a simple knife. Yeah, there's not much to that one. Now this is an example of a heavy weapon. So for this weapon, I actually have two-handed grabbing enabled with various poses. So as you can see, I'm holding it with this hand now. I can grab with this hand, and it all affects it. And I'll show you here in a moment. Since this is a heavier weapon, as you can see, when I move it around, it's a bit slower in the movement. As you can see, fully physics-based, of course. If I go ahead and insert the magazine into this weapon and fire it, you can see how it's going all over the place. It's really jittery. However, if I grab it with two hands and then fire it again, you can see how much less jittery that is and how much more stable it is. Also, you'll notice that it does still do that kind of movement, but if I go ahead and here, I don't know if you can see the scope, but it affects the rotation of the atom as well. But yeah, much more stable for recoil, and also just moving the object around in general, as you can see, with two-handed grabbing of the weapon. Next up, we have a couple of swords here. This sword is a lot lighter of a sword. You can slash it a lot more. Fully physics-based again. You can slash it. It's nice and smooth. Closely matches the rotation and position of your controller. However, if we go over to this weapon right here, it's a bit heavier. So you're going to see movements a lot less matching the controller and a lot heavier. And with this sword as well, you can grab it with two hands. You can do big slashes here, and it all affects it accordingly. And yeah, that's some of the weapon systems that I have. I'll go over a bit more of the combat systems and the damage and sword skills and everything in another video. But that's the basic principles for the weapons and firearms. Thanks for watching.